Today at approximately 3:07 p.m., officers responded to a disturbance hotshot call here at 2215 Wickersham Lane. The call text indicated that a disturbance could be heard inside one of the apartments in the complex, and that screaming and yelling was also heard from inside. Upon arriving on scene, officers did locate the subject apartment and could hear an active disturbance inside. When officers went to go make contact inside the apartment, they could hear a male suspect inside who threatened to shoot officers if they did make entry. After hearing that, officers also reported hearing what sounded like a firearm being loaded from inside of the apartment. This initiated officers to just contain the area and to treat this as a barricaded subject call, and our SWAT team was called, and they did arrive here on scene. Once our SWAT team and hostage negotiators responded to the scene, they attempted to make contact with the male individual inside the apartment. However, the male was uncooperative with our efforts when we were trying to make contact with him to get him to come out voluntarily. After being on scene for some time and not getting any cooperation out of the male suspect, an arrest warrant was obtained. And when officers went to go execute that warrant, additional information was received that the female was inside the apartment and that she was possibly in distress and being held against her will. Immediately upon receiving that information, officers initiated entry into the residence so they could rescue the female and prevent any injuries to her. The female was rescued from the apartment. She is uninjured, and the male suspect was taken into custody. Investigators are still on scene to continue the investigation, so we will still be here for a little while longer, but at this point in time we do have the male suspect in custody.
Did you know him previously?
Questions? Say that again?
Did you know him previously?
I'm not aware of the specific involvement we've had with this individual in the past.
Had the female been harmed or hurt at all?
At this point, she was recovered uninjured.
Were any weapons discharged?
To my knowledge, no weapons have been discharged, but like I said, if any other weapons were involved, we're still looking into all of that.
Can you talk about the relationship between the suspect and the woman?
The exact nature of their relationship, I'm not sure, other than the fact that we got a report that they were both inside the same apartment when the call came out.
You said officers thought that they heard a gun being loaded when they first arrived. Did they end up finding any firearms inside the residence?
So we're still in the process of searching the residence, and so that'll all be information that can be released later. But as of now, we just were able to take the suspect into custody, and so we will be conducting a search on the apartment.
How was the suspect taken into custody? What measures were taken?
As far as the exact tactics, that's not something that we will typically discuss in these instances. I'm not aware of what exactly was used other than officers had to make entry into the apartment in order to go and rescue the female as well as take the suspect into custody. But as to my knowledge, he's uninjured as well.
What kind of charges is he facing?
Right now, the arrest warrant is for terroristic threat against the peace officer. Any other charges are pending at this point in time as the investigation continues. Any other questions?
The ages of the suspect and the person inside?
I do. Any other questions?
Is it safe to walk this way?
We're about to open up a chunk of this area, so folks should be able to get back to their apartments here before long.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.